And we are back. Summertime is here, and with it comes the anticipation of summer camp for many children across the country. Now, it's an exciting opportunity to make friends, acquire lifelong skills, and enjoy a break from home. However, as the camp approaches, it's completely normal for parents and children to experience a mix of nervousness, excitement, as well as anxiety. And joining me now to share a little bit more is the president for Union Reform, Judaism Camps, and Immersive, Ruben Arquilevich. And we thank you so much for joining us, Ruben.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Let me talk to you about this here because I kind of had this little thought in my head. I said, when it comes to summer camp, parents are usually excited because it's another opportunity for their children to be gone and I get a little break, but then yet and still, I'm reading there's a lot of anxiety that goes on in a lot of families simply because their kids are away from home.
Yes, yes. Well, first, again, it's a pleasure to be here to talk about something that's so special and so important to tens of thousands of children and parents. And as you mentioned, all those benefits and incredible blessings of going to camp. It is very normal, especially for first-time children and first-time parents, to feel some anxiety and some ambivalence about going away from home. For many of them, for their first time, and it's really a big, exciting growth moment, both for children and for parents.
Yeah, it's a growth moment, but Lord knows it could be a challenging moment. Let me talk first about a child. If I'm a parent and my child is saying, okay, here comes summer camp, I'm a little nervous, this is my first time through, first time at the rodeo. What do you tell your child if you're a parent?
It's a wonderful, wonderful question. Well, first, I would begin with really validating, as a parent, I would validate my child's feelings and share with them that you as a parent might also be nervous, but you're also excited. You're also proud of them. And to help them realize that those feelings are common and understood, and it's a big, big moment. And I would also reinforce for my child that there are many adults there who are at the camp, many who have their own children, and most importantly, they're all there committed to help their child have an amazing, joyful, growthful experience.
And when we talk about kids getting ready, obviously packing is a huge, important part of that experience, making sure they have the right, adequate things in order to make the summer camp experience pretty well. Any advice on what parents should be packing and how should they be packing?
I feel it's important that parents partner with their children in the packing and the preparation process. So reading through all the materials that a camp would send them in terms of what to bring to camp, and how to prepare oneself mentally, emotionally for the experience. And so by doing that together, it also helps reduce some of the questions and perhaps some of the anxiety and some of the fear. One thing I do always recommend over the many years is don't bring your most valuable items to camp. Bring things that can get dirty and have lots of fun with, but don't bring something that's really of great physical value. Just given the kind of setting, it's easy to lose things in that kind of environment. But most importantly, when it comes to packing and preparing, I really encourage parents to partner with their children in that process. It all brings it makes it that much more real.
Well, let me flip the question around, and I know kids can't partner with parents in this particular area. So what if I'm that parent that has the anxiety? What am I doing? How am I getting through this? Because I can't show this in front of my kid. So what is out there for me to be able to navigate my feelings, my emotions, so that way I don't bleed through on my children?
Thank you for that incredible question, because you're hitting it right there with the notion that it's usually the parents who are more anxious than the kids, and so it's so important that parents set the right tone and set up their children for as much success as possible. As a parent, I would encourage parents, just like they would validate the feelings of their children, they should validate their own feelings, and they should realize that as a parent, they're about to entrust the total life and well-being of their most beloved, human in their lives, their children, to others, and to realize that with that should come some anxiety and some fear. Some ways to mitigate for that. first, I encourage parents, especially first-time parents of campers, to speak with other parents and connect with other parents online well in advance of going to camp, especially other parents who are sending children for their first time. I encourage parents to watch camps videos and social media. It'll give them a feeling and a sense of the staff and the community and the nurturing environment and the joy that is at camp. I encourage parents to stay connected with the community of other parents. Another opportunity to reduce some of that anxiety is many camps offer in-person tour day or weekend or one way to visit. And so in many ways, the more that a parent can get connected with the people and the place and the community and the impact, that'll really help reduce some of that anxiety and really build that trust. And a related item is just for all parents, when it comes to communicating with your child once they're at camp, keep the focus on pride and positive experiences.
We're now in this era where, listen, COVID was rampant, and we know that there was lack of socialization. A lot of people were really staying behind doors, and a real aversion and wanting to be outside and be in the outdoors and, connecting. What are you seeing on your end right now, given the fact that we seem to have been moving a lot further than where we once were in this thing called COVID? Are you finding more and more parents are sending their children out, and what's it like?
Absolutely. As we continue to evolve from the COVID reality of what it was a couple of years ago, we're seeing enormous demand for camp. We need camp more than ever before. There's no question that the few years of all of us missing a lot of in-person interaction, that community building, that friendship, being with people face to face, arms around each other, embracing each other, being able to really share the great joys in life and to laugh together and to cry together and to experience community with all of our senses rather than just on a screen. There's no question that our young people and our adults, we've all missed that. Camp is the opposite to social distancing. Camp is the opposite to what we lived with around COVID for those couple of years. And so we're seeing great demand and a real return to this in-person space where for camps, it's essential in terms of mental, emotional, social, spiritual health to be together in person, in community. And with camp, we get to live that 24/7.
Well, Ruben Arquilevich is our guest. He's the Vice President of Union for Reform Judaism Camps and Immersives. And thank you so much. I mean, it sounds very basic, but the reality is for a lot of parents, it's a struggle. The struggle is real. A lot of children, the struggle is real, but you've helped to make good sense of it there and give us some good, helpful tips. Thanks a lot, Ruben.
My pleasure. Take care. Have a great summer.
All right, you too. Now, I want our viewers to know if you want more information, visit the website, urj.org. Then also follow them on Instagram at Reform Judaism. We encourage you to don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Open coming up right after this.